On the vlog things. It's a piece of my life that I wanted to share with my kids so that they know a little bit more about who I am and where they come from. And so you guys really don't have to watch if you don't want to, but boys, here we go. It's a piece of my life that means a lot to me because you've got relatives that you have maybe met once, I think twice, maybe twice. A lot of them are dead. The piece goes like this. After I was adopted, I really wanted to find my mom and dad. I really wanted to know, who am I biologically and what am I physically? And as you both know, we have this genetic disorder that makes us a little whack in terms of like digestion and stuff like that, but you already know all that. The piece that matters to me that impacted me the most was when I was 18 and I met my dad, Michael, and he came to my door and we opened the door at Nanny and Papa's house, and I opened the door and I was expecting to be like, hi, nice to meet you. And we opened the door and there was this man standing there, and he took about, I can still see it from my 18-year-old perspective, he took like 4 steps back from the doorway, and I'm standing there like, and he just backed up to as far as he could go before he hit the grass, and he just said, you're a ghost. You're a ghost. And I'm like 18 going, hi, Dad? And it happened, it became very rushed, and Nanny and Papa let me go out the door, and suddenly I remember this so distinctly. I'm on the sidewalk, and then I'm in the driveway, and then I'm in this van, and the door is closed. And he says to me, I have to save your soul, you're my bastard child. And I was like, what? And we're backing out of the driveway, and part of me wants to just jump out of the car, like throw the door open and like hit the pavement and get the hell back in Nanny and Papa's house. And now here I go, I'm backing out of the driveway, and I'm 18. I'm 18. I'm a kid. And I look at this guy and I'm like, what? And he's like backing it up, going, you have to become a Jehovah's Witness. I have to save your soul or I'm going to hell. And he's totally chill, looking over his shoulder, totally ignoring my existence. And I'm sitting there like, hey, Maya, sit down. My dog's panting. Maya, chill. Or not. Excuse me, folks. Maya! Maya! Maya? Apparently you're not okay. Come here. Come. Come. Chill out. Relax. Go sit down. It's hot. It's summer. Sorry, guys. Are you okay? Alright, she's just panting under my chair because she really wants the caffeine I won't let her have. Okay, back to the story. Oh my god, there's fireworks going off outside. Look at that. I let you see them, but they just stopped. Dang. Eli, you might want to go outside. There's fireworks. So, the story. My dad's backing up with this car, right, in this van. And we're scheduled, we have a reservation at a restaurant that I think is about, I don't know, 4 miles away. And we're driving, and he starts, like, dumping on me backstory. They were going off out back.
What was it?
Fireworks.
Oh, sounded like fucking gunshots.
Yeah, it did sound like gunshots because I could see him. He starts dumping on me the backstory of his life in Catholicism and how Catholicism failed him. And I mean, it's just like so much information about why this human being decided that Catholicism was junk and Jehovah's Witnessism was it. And in his mind, I somehow was responsible for his ticket to heaven. I don't know. So all I remember is the roads, and we're driving, and I'm going, okay, well, the good news, I'm saying this to myself in my mind, well, the good news is I know the Bible, and if he goes there, I can kick his ass. Because I know the Bible, and I know Jesus, because Jesus showed up in my bathroom when I was 4 years old, and I know Jesus. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just having this self-conversation. So we get to this restaurant. Between my house and the restaurant, this man has not shut up about, in a nutshell. So basically, young lady, you have to become a Jehovah's Witness or I don't go to heaven. And all I could hear was, as the good Catholic I was, you are responsible for my existence. Which I'd already lived as a good Catholic. Every nun and every priest tell you that, like, you're responsible for them. And I had already figured out, that's bullshit. So I remember the van parks, and I go, so, can I ask you a question? And he was like, put it into park. Absolutely. And I was like, did you read the Bible? Did you hear anything that Jesus said? Like, it's on you, man. It's as I have done, so can you, and more. The kingdom of heaven is within you. The Father sent me to help you. He didn't send me to help you. He sent himself to help you. Did you hear? And this guy, we sat in that parking lot for 2 hours. We never went in. We never ate. I never got a bite of food. We argued the Bible for 2 solid hours in a parking lot until finally he backed off and he allowed me, these are his words, he allowed me to be driven to his home where I have 3 half-siblings to meet my brother and sisters. But I was only allowed to meet them once because he told me I was the devil's spawn, so I would never see them again. And I never did see them again until he died. So what is this story about, and what's the point? The point is that, based on my experience, true unconditional love brings people together. It doesn't make other people responsible for your redemption or your ticket into heaven. But I am very grateful and very much appreciating the fact that I had already seen angels and known Jesus way before the day I met my bio dad, who made me 100% responsible for his salvation. And as a kid, I was like, are you kidding me? I mean, I don't even barely know how to be responsible for my own salvation, much less yours. But he was carrying a heavy load. Let's give credit where credit is due. My mother died in a horrific accident, and she never wanted to give me up. And he and his father forced her in a position where she had no choice but to give me up. And the last phone call she made before she died was to my dad's dad to say, I wish I'd never given up my baby. So I'm sure there was a lot of undercurrent of emotion there when he met me, but I still, to this day, Dad, if you can hear me in the ethers, I've still never quite figured out, though I have figured out Jehovah's Witnesses, I've still not quite figured out how he jumped from Catholicism to a religion that would make you believe a child is responsible for your soul. I mean, that's just honest. I don't get that. But this is some of the shit that I had to carry in my life, because then he died a few years after this, and I think I spoke to him 2 more times on the phone after that face-to-face meeting, but only 2. And he used to send me letters. And a couple of things that he was wise on was he knew the conspiracy of America, and he understood ETs, and he understood seriously big ideas, but he was still crippled by this religious paradigm that, I don't know, somehow made him feel as if God was limited to 144,000 souls or something, and he had to be one of them. I don't know. I don't get that. I never got that. So what's the point of telling you that story? The point is, well, there's lots of points. Number 1, if you're going to play with the Bible, which you should play with the Bible, but seriously learn how the Bible plays, because it doesn't play guilt, especially on children. Number 2, if you're going to walk with Jesus, then you walk with Jesus, but don't ask other people to walk the way you walk. That's not even remotely possible. You can't ask one flower to grow the same way another flower grows. You can't do that. You cannot do that. It's not even possible. It doesn't. One ray of sunlight cannot shine the same as another. So don't fucking do that. Yeah, I said that. Don't fucking do that. That's bullshit. Shine your light, shut the fuck up, and shine your light, and be glad there's other lights shining just like you. But don't beat up on the other lights the way they shine. That's stupid. Nobody ever said to do that. It's ridiculous. Number 3, if you're a parent and you spawned a ray of God, number 1, be glad you were gifted with the ability to do so, because not everybody can have kids. And number 2, validate their path, because they're going to outlive you. And maybe they won't outlive you, but validate their path, because they're going to walk it alone. Every ray of light shines on its own. So don't damn their light because you're just muddying the waters of God. That's asinine. And if you're a Jehovah's Witness, feel free to come to my house and I'll beat your ass with the Bible. Okay, I said it. What I don't like about the Jehovah's Witnesses is the last I heard was they rewrote the Bible. And you guys can Google this. They apparently rewrote the books of the Bible to conform to something that serves them better. Free will. Go ahead. Who cares? But anybody who rewrites love, do what you want. Like, no one can stop you. I will say this. What I learned from my dad that night, it's a lot of words, a lot of books, a lot of rules, a lot of ideas, a lot of fear, a lot of regret, but no in the moment love. So clearly, if you don't know what in the moment free flowing, balls to the wall, kiss a flower, run around naked, Woodstock style, Jesus Christ, we're alive, oh my God, I want to kiss you, love is, you missed everything Jesus ever said. You missed the whole kit and caboodle. So you can Jehovah's Witness it till the day you die. But until you can run down the street naked and kiss a flagpole, you don't even know what he was up to. So go ahead. Write as many books as you want. You're looking for love in all the wrong places. Because it was here before you got born. And the greatest gift I got was my dad actually left remnants of that, remnants of his regret with me. The last 2 phone calls I had with him. He figured it out. can never fill in the holes of God, because God is the hole. You gotta let him fill you up or not.